Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we talk real business, real opportunities, and real numbers in Zimbabwe's agriculture space. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the growing community of smart agripreneurs. Today, we are answering a big question. Can you start a broiler chicken farming business in Zimbabwe with just $1,000 and actually make a profit? The answer is yes, but only if you do it the right way. So, let's dive into the numbers, setup, challenges, and exactly how much you can earn from just one cycle. First, why broilers? Broiler chickens are bred specifically for meat. They grow incredibly fast, reaching market weight in 5 to 6 weeks. Here's why this business is so attractive. Quick returns. You don't wait a whole season like crops. High demand in homes, butcheries, fast food outlets, and informal markets. Easy to start, even in a backyard or garage. And the market is year-round. People eat chicken every week. Now let's break down how you can launch a small broiler operation in Zimbabwe with just $1,000. Let's assume you're going to start with 200 beds. Let's run the calculations. Day-old broilers are going to cost you 80 cents, so 200 chicks multiplied by 80 cents, that's $160. Feed for 6 weeks, you will need about 2 bags broiler starter, which will cost you around 64 US, 6 bags broiler grower, which will cost you 180 US, 6 bags broiler finisher, which will cost you 180 US. So your total cost for feed is going to be $424 US. Medication and vaccines. These are very important to prevent diseases like Newcastle and stress. You are going to need $30 US for this. Housing. If you build a basic structure from wood, you can budget $250 US. Equipment. This is going to include feeders, drinkers, heat lamps, or charcoal. This is going to cost you $100 US. Bedding. For this, you can use wood shavings and they are going to cost you around $20 US. Miscellaneous costs, which include water, transport, and backup costs. Save $50 for this. So your total estimated cost is going to be $1,000 US. Now, let's calculate your revenue from 200 broilers. Considering a survival rate of 95%, you'll be left with 190 beds. A bed with an average weight of 1.5 to 2 kgs sells for $5 to $6. Your revenue is going to be 190 beds multiplied by $6, which is equal to 1,140. Now, subtract 1,000 that you've used for expenses, you'll get $140 profit in the first cycle. Not bad for a first cycle, and here's the thing. The second cycle will be cheaper because your housing and equipment are already there. In your second cycle, you already have a structure, feeders, and drinkers, so your expenses drop by $350 US. Your new cost for 200 beds might be just $650 US. If you earn 1,140 again, your profit is now $490 per cycle. Do 5 cycles a year, that's $2,450 in net profit annually from a backyard business, and you can scale up to 500 plus beds as you grow. Here are some pro tips to boost your profit margins. Sell dressed chickens, cleaned and packed. Add value, increase price to $7 per bed. Target bulk buyers, restaurants, food stores, caterers, schools, and get rid of all the birds in 1 to 2 days. Grow your own feed ingredients, maize and soya, to cut the costs. Reduce mortality. Get proper training on vaccination, hygiene, and biosecurity. Reuse heat sources wisely. Charcoal or solar broilers to lower electricity bills. Of course, every business has risks. Here are a few in poultry. Disease outbreaks. One sick bird can wipe out your flock. Rising feed costs. Feed is 60 to 70% of your total cost. Lack of buyers. Have a market lined up before you stock birds. Power and water outages. Have backup options, but with careful management, these are survivable and success becomes a matter of consistency. So, can you start a profitable broiler chicken business in Zimbabwe with just $1,000 US? Yes, but don't expect instant riches. Start with 200 birds, learn, reinvent, scale up. By your second or third cycle, you could be earning over $490 per batch and growing beyond backyard level. This is one of the most accessible agribusiness in the country, and if you do it right, it can help you feed your family, grow your income, and build something long-term. If you have questions about starting your own broiler project, drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. We've got more deep dives into agribusiness, farming strategies, and local entrepreneurship coming up right here.